Well, here we are hiking again to ruin number, what, 10, 2, 3?
Two for today.
2 for today.
Actually 3. If you count the other one. Yeah, it's the third one.
This is ruin number 3 for today. We're going to hike to and have a bit of a look around. Let's go and see what it is. So this ruin is also in a forest. There's a walking trail up to it and a lovely seat to sit and rest and ponder. It's just a lovely spot. Let's go and check it out. Big giant pine tree. Nice little picnic table and chairs. And a ruin. Wow. What do you reckon, Jay?
I reckon the waterfall's just down here.
Yeah, it's a waterfall. Yep.
There's no water in it at the moment, but oh, that's pretty cool.
I wonder where the front door was, probably over here. Very nice indeed. What a great setting to be living in back in the 1800s. Magnificent. Wow, that's a big house. There's more. Oh wow, it's like 1, 2. This looks like the entrance step. Entrance. Wow, this was a substantial house in its day. Slate floor. What a view they had though. Look at this. Wow. Stunning view. There's another sort of a path here. This is a path down here. Maybe this was the entrance. Fireplace. Wow.
Around here.
Another
fireplace. So
would that be the kitchen?
Kitchen maybe?
Is that joined on or separate? Looks like a separate kitchen.
Or laundry?
Yeah,
Did they do laundry there?
No, they did everything in the kitchen, I think. Wow. All made from local stone. This is awesome. Very, very cool. I'm assuming that had quite a few windows, and like I said, there's sort of some steps here.
Definitely one of the bigger ones.
Oh, this is quite a substantial property. Very big indeed. It's a nice protea shrub there. It's one of Australia's flowering shrubs. That little addition over there, I'm sure that would have been the kitchen. This is really lovely. Big. And it goes up a hill. There's another hill up there. We can keep climbing up there at some stage, have another look. There's sort of a clearing just sort of yonder. I wonder if that would have been the veggie gardens. Yeah, just like behind that. It's tiered, yeah. Sort of like those swales, you know, to stop the water from the top of the hill there washing all their veggies away. Yeah, very interesting indeed. Really enjoying today. I hope you are too. Give it a thumbs up if you are. Give me some sort of a comment. Are you enjoying it? Let me know. What are you looking at there, Jay?
It's the type of mortar that they used, you know. It's like
sort of like a
bit of lime
cement mix type thing. Just amazing, you know. It would have been harsh conditions. Would have been quite hot in summer, cold in winter, but these stones would have kept out some of the heat anyway for a few days. Wow, there's some really big trees here. Really big trees. That is a big old gnarly gum tree. Wow, they are all huge. Huge trees. There's just no way you could hug any of these. You can't get your arms around. They're massive. That's the ruin from behind.
Show you how wide this one is.
Have a look at this. Jay wants to show us how wide it is. No way. No way. It will take probably, I'd say, 4 people to hug that tree, to link hands.
Big one.
That, could you imagine all the bird life that must sit up in those holes in the tree? Wow. Just amazing. Now these are those sections behind the house where I think would have been the vegetable garden area, because you can sort of see it's sort of been tiered and flattened, then down again, flattened. They did that quite a bit if they lived on a hill, to stop the water destroying their garden. So it'd be interesting to see if any bulbs come up, or any types of onions, or any sort of remnants of the type of food they might have eaten. Sometimes we find rose hip shrubs. They use rose hip to make cups of tea and things like that, rose hip jams. So I can't see anything at the moment, but this forest does have deer in it, and kangaroos, and I'd say they'd probably come along and eat it all up anyway. But it makes sense that that would have been a kitchen there, and of course the veggie garden just behind the kitchen here, right under this giant tree. And of course this tree was probably a small tree back in the day. I'd say most of their entertaining would have been done in front of the house back in the day. Really spectacular, really lovely. They often had the kitchen separate from the house so it didn't catch fire. And obviously it would have been hot in the summer to cook in the main house, so they cooked in the outdoor kitchens that they built. And they used to use the outdoor kitchens also to have baths and heat some water up and things like that. Well, we're finding lots of historical pieces of crockery. Just goes to show people lived here and used all these items, and they're just on the ground. Wow, wow, wow. Gonna keep having a bit of a look. And you know, today there is a road here, obviously a hiking trail. The ruin is just there, but you know, once upon a time they would have taken their rubbish, and this may not have been the road that it is today. The road would have come perhaps from the other side. This was once upon a time probably part of the land, and with the kitchen there and the way that they used to throw their rubbish and bury it all, we're finding all these things. And they may have always also washed down to this area, because that is a bit of a slope there, and things are just washed down over time. So we're having a thorough little look and enjoying it. We'll collect these items and we'll just pop them up there in and amongst the rocks, so they can remain as part of the history to these ruins. Just a glorious day to be doing this sort of treasure hunting without the metal detectors. Still fun. That was a fascinating bit of a walk around and explore. What did you think, Jay?
Very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, you liked it?
I did.
Check out the scenery. Beautiful location. I can see an old track up there too, like cut into the hill. So that's probably been done by the forestry people for fire breaks, things like that. Definitely come back here at some stage and do a bit more of a hike when we've got time. Excellent location. In the meantime, thanks for coming along. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.